Hi there, everyone. It is currently the 19th of March, 2014. Meteorologist Robert Spetta here with you today. In today's main topic in the tropics, we have been following it for about a week now. Invest 94W. About a week ago as well, models were very aggressive on this area developing. Models still show something developing, but it's much weaker, and the reason is, well, I'll go ahead and get out of the way here, is that it is very disorganized. We have been seeing some rotation today around that center of circulation, and if we zoom in on the satellite picture, we can see that right here. It definitely is not very pretty. There is a little bit of convection, and it's kind of hard to find, but what we are seeing is some, well, southerly winds over here, northerly winds over here. That's indicating at least a little bit of rotation. Sea surface temperatures, as with these numbers written here, around the high 20s to low 30s. So there is plenty of fuel available for this to further intensify. And that's why during the afternoon hours, we have just been seeing spotty thunderstorms pop up even through the overnight hours. I think it's more due to just the warm sea surface temperatures and the very little bit of instability that we have. The Japan Meteorological Agency continues to call it a low pressure area here on Monday. And right now, actually, the 48-hour forecast going into Wednesday, 1,008 HPA low. They don't expect it to become a tropical depression just yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if we keep on checking back with the 48-hour forecast or the 24-hour forecast if they don't put a minor tropical depression out here, probably on Tuesday or Wednesday. That is my thoughts. It's kind of historically what JMA does. So where is this going to be going? That is the big question we have been asking ourselves out here. Now, right here, I am showing the winds, and I do want to point that out. These are the winds just off the coast of Samar and Leyte. And one thing I want to note before I get ahead here is that this is from March 18th, all right? So you're already seeing some gale force winds. And the reason is, you can see off here towards the north, we have a high pressure ridge that is pushing in on our very weak low, and that is going to be the main wind maker out across much of the Philippines throughout the rest of the week. Our low right here, the high off towards the north, and as this low tracks off here towards the west, it's really going to interact and create those gradient-induced winds. And let's go ahead and watch it track through here. I'll go ahead and get that out of the way. And now we continue to see our low come through. You slowly see it develop. It's nothing very pretty, but you're still seeing, look at these numbers, 33 up to about 35 kilometer per hour winds. This is going into Wednesday and then eventually out through Thursday. I'll let that go ahead and load up and buffer. But what we are going to be seeing is those winds continuing to push, well, closer and closer. And right here, we'll look ahead into about Thursday. And that's right about Thursday noontime with our low just offshore, those winds pushing onshore. And I'll go ahead and pull away the precipitation layer here so we can see exactly where these winds, how high these winds are going to be, about 35 up to about 40 kilometers per hour coming onshore. So definitely it's enough to blow things about. But more so, that precipitation I just mentioned, that is going to be the bigger problem. The heavy rainfall coming in with it. I think there is going to be a pretty decent flood risk starting on Thursday through Friday for eastern parts of Mindanao, Visayas and Samar, or excuse me, Leyte and Samar, Tacloban as well. I mean, it's not nearly as powerful as a typhoon, but you can see these winds, and these are about 30 to 40 kilometer per hour winds pushing into some of these inlets. So there's going to be some rough waves to be had along with the rain showers and the thunderstorms. Now, farther off towards the north, we are seeing even some gusty and gale force winds for those of you across the Luzon Strait, and this is indicating right there, look at that, up to about 62 kilometers per hour. So it's not going to be a very pretty day to be had. And the reason for that, well, if we continue to pull back the picture, is that we have a high pressure moving in from the north, and that is following behind a low, which is going to be making for a rough day across all of Japan for Thursday. And that puts it in perspective. This is just a westerly storm, and it's going to be a pretty potent one impacting Japan. Look how nasty and deep that is, how wide the wind field is. And this is our tropical depression. It's on a much smaller scale, but unfortunately, the big difference is that Japan, you're going to get some snowfall off here towards the north, Tokyo, some rain showers, thunderstorms, winds up to about 70 to 80 kilometers per hour, but the big thing is Japan can deal with that, and Japan has the infrastructure that this is kind of just a passing, but as far as the Philippines in these areas that are still recovering from high end. You have this storm system, these winds coming onshore, the rainfall, the persistent rainfall. I mean, take a look at the model outlook. And this is the accumulation. And let's go ahead through the next 72 hours out to about 120 hours. So we're looking ahead into Saturday. Northern Mindanao sees a total of about 100 to 200 millimeters of rain. And that is why I made this graphic right here, just showing you exactly where this is going, and basically, in short, I should have showed this first, how much rainfall is going to be had. So yeah, there it is, and that is breaking down our low pressure area, possible tropical depression. Also a little tidbit on what's happening off towards the north, but I think I'm going to do a separate video on that, because that storm system on Thursday for Japan's going to be pretty potent, and at the same time we're talking about our low down here towards the south in the tropics. So yeah, that is all for right now, everybody. Please like this video. Also, you can subscribe to us here on YouTube. Follow us at Facebook at Western Pacific Weather, or on Twitter, and follow me on Twitter at Robert Speta. The big thing is, I keep on saying this, please donate to the website. I'm going to add more features. I really have some upgrades in mind, and I'm going to put it out there. Maybe might start Kickstarter. But just any money makes this stuff work, and it all costs that. And right now, most of us are just volunteering to keep the site running. So yeah, that is all for right now, everybody. Thanks again for watching here, and stay safe out there. Bye.